Why? Why? I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Preston. Hi, Preston. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Did you give me a thumbs up, Preston? If you did, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I gotta remember to shout you out, Preston. I do. I do shout out on my community walls. I do shout outs on my community wall. And I think I have before. I'm not sure. But I'll make sure that I do. Even if I just do one just for you. I'm good. I'm good. How about you? How about you? How are you, Preston? I hope you're well on this, as you said, this fine, fine, fine day. It's a beautiful day. Today has been a beautiful day. And for anybody else who's listening, who's out there in the YouTube world, just surfing around and you're listening or you're stopping by or you hear this, I hope that you had a beautiful day, a fine day as well. I hope everything went well. I hope everything went great. And if it didn't, don't give up. It will. You're good. That's good. That's good. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. I like to hear that. And if things aren't good, then, hey, we're going to focus on making them good. We'll focus on making things good, right? But I'm so glad everything's good with you. I hope everything's good with everybody out there. I hear an ambulance. So whatever's going on in that situation, I hope it works out well. What made you want to start YouTube, and what don't you have a check? Why don't you have? Cause I didn't like apply. Like I know a lot of people. It was like this, Preston. You know how people start YouTube or to like, I don't know, be YouTube famous, I guess, or maybe they hope that it can allow them to be. Well, I actually just started YouTube because not knowing that when you get a Gmail account that you automatically have a YouTube. So a long time ago, some of my coworkers and I, we were just, playing around on YouTube at work. It was downtime and we didn't have much to do at that particular time. And so one of our coworkers is a YouTuber. One of my coworkers at that time, she was a YouTuber. And there were other people there who kind of just, I guess, surfed YouTube. And so one day they were showing us stuff and they were saying like everybody has a YouTube channel. But then they were like, if you have a Gmail. And so some people were saying you don't even have to have a Gmail. Like if you just go into YouTube, create an account, you can, you'll have a channel. And so I didn't want to do anything with the channel. I was on there a lot, watching them do stuff, and we were just watching people. So that's not like my goal. I never, that wasn't the thing for me to do that. But I did like the everything about it as far as being able to upload videos, and share. And then have people communicate with you. So like that was just it for me. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, and I didn't even know that. Like having a Gmail, I didn't know that. And I think maybe even before that, even before working with those people, I used to look at YouTube a little bit because you hear about people who get famous off of YouTube. So, it makes you curious to look at it. So I looked at it and I was like, okay, now I understand why they get famous. They do something and they go viral, basically. Just like with any other app, you do something and you go viral. Sometimes you go viral and you get famous. Sometimes you go viral and you get famous, but not famous, you get like YouTube famous. So I wasn't looking for that. I was just looking to enjoy content and people's content. And so once you start uploading videos and you start getting subscribers, I guess it's like you just automatically become a YouTuber. Yeah, I didn't even know. Like, I haven't been on here that long. Why are you checking me out, Preston? Like, I haven't even been on here. And that's the thing. When you join, you get the channel, or when you get your Gmail, I guess, you get it and you don't even know. Unless, off the rip, some people know. But back then, we didn't know. We were going to work, getting off work, going out to party. And we were watching things at work. We were watching things at the club while we party. You know, when you're out partying, it doesn't get boring. But in those few cases where it got a little bit boring, or we just wanted to do something different as we sat at the tables or sat at the bar or whatever, we were watching YouTube, you know, because the TVs would be on sports and stuff like that. So if you didn't want to watch that, as you said, then we watched stuff like YouTube. You got 11 channels? Whoa. So Preston, you have 11 channels attached to one email? Is that what it is? So don't get me wrong, I really enjoy it. I like it. I love it. Anything positive that comes from it, I'm here for it. But yeah, that's how I started. If you want to know how I started. Just came across it, and then we just liked what was going on. And the fact that you could upload videos was like cool. The fact that you could watch other people and learn different things, it was just cool. And go for all of the other stuff, all of the other things that they offer. You're laughing. You got 11, Preston. Oh my gosh, what do you do? Like, what do you do on all 11? And I think the thing that I did like that made me continue is that you can get in certain, areas or communities and communicate with people, and stuff like that. Not really become friends, but communicate with people. And some people do become friends, but you can communicate with people. You can it's the do it yourself that I love. I love to do it yourself. Oh, oh, you have 11 subscribers. Okay. Well, like I said, I think I put you on my community wall, but if I haven't, I will. Because you've shown up, like, since the first time, you've shown up often. And I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Can't hear. How long have you been doing? Hello? How long have, what was I about to say? How long have you been doing it, Preston? And what do you do? Like, what do you do on your channel, Preston? Are you a variety channel? Like me? Are you a variety channel? Do you have a certain niche? What do you do? What do you do? Like, are you a gamer? Gaming channel. Okay. I was watching something. I don't even know if I saw that when you first dropped it in the comments. Okay. See, I have a lot of gaming people because I love to watch people game. And when you go into the gaming communities, you do see a lot of people. So I'm surprised that you only have 11. How long have you been doing it? Hey, cool gamer. Hello. Do I have to do anything for moderator or something like that? No, not with me. I just have to. I only have 4 moderators, and it's people who I've been communicating with probably since I started coming on here. So no, you don't have to do anything. But the reason I don't have a lot of moderators is because I'm mostly a shorts channel. I'm mostly a shorts channel. Like I don't do a whole bunch of live interacting. When I do go live, I'm just walking. Like after I exercise for the day, I come on here to cool down. And as you know, especially in America, a lot of people don't like to exercise, even to the slightest degree. Like they don't like to exercise. So I get subscribers by what you need to do is to continue to interact with the people in your gaming community. Continue to do that. And then you also find channels who are, some channels, that's what they do. They mod up everybody, and I'm just going to tell you though, I don't know how, well, it won't bother you, but I don't think YouTube likes that when people have all those mods. Now, when I say that, it doesn't mean they won't get monetized. Look, there are more ant beds. More ant beds. It's so dry. It's so dry. Oh, they're coming out of this one. They're coming out of that one. Hi, Jen. I don't understand what you're saying. I'm in the U.S. I don't understand that. They're coming out this time. So, you don't have a lot of mods because you say you only have 11 subscribers. But just be careful when you do start to grow and you start to mod people. Make sure that you trust them. Make sure that you trust them. Make sure that they are people who interact with you regularly enough. You don't want people to just come and take advantage, because I've been in chats where people come in asking for mod sticks. So when you do start to mod people, can you go live yet, Preston? Do you still have to have 50 subscribers? I think it's 50. Is it 50? I think you have to have 50 or 100 or something like that. If you still have to have 50, wherever you go. Now, I do believe in, if you're supporting people, then get them to support you. Get them to shout you out. Get them to shout you out. Hey, Joshua. Jen, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm sorry. But thank you for coming over here as long as you're being good. So Preston, get them to shout you out, because that's a good thing. And if they give you a mod stick, most of the times if they give you a mod stick, that's what moderators do. That means they're fine with you, sharing your link, your information. But I just don't do it because when I'm live, I don't have a lot of people in there to do that. So yeah, I don't, and like I said, I don't upload a lot of videos. I love shorts. I love gaming. I love wildlife. I love gaming and I love wildlife. But I'm not on here gaming because I work. I work a lot. And usually by the time I come on here, I'm just getting off work. I'm trying to get me something to eat, catch a little bit of YouTube or TV, and then go to sleep and go back to work. So now when I first started, I did because, like I said, that's what we were doing at work. Like we would literally be gaming at work. And it was good then because our supervisors, they didn't care. As long as the work is done, you were good. I think I am. I'm subscribed to you, if I'm not mistaken, Preston. Joshua says I always stay busy a lot. That's good, Joshua. It's good to stay busy. It's good to stay busy, but it's also good to, take your time and take your vacation here, there, and enjoy yourself. Can you guys please connect with Preston? Not Preston, if you have not already, because he's been in here a few times, so I hope that you guys have connected with him. You're welcome, Joshua. Yes, please, please, please connect with Preston. Preston, see if you can put your link in there. You're gonna get something to snack on? Okay, I got you. Josh, what have you been up to today? What have you been up to today? I hope you had a happy Wednesday, a happy hump day. I haven't been up to much. The usual. The usual. Work. Look on here at work when I get a break. Sometimes I don't look on here because sometimes I just get so disgusted by some of the things that I see on here. So it's like, you know what? I don't want to look. I just want to eat. I want to snack. I want to eat my lunch. Enjoy my lunch. Or I'll go into new areas. New areas. To snack on. Be right back. Is my YT? Is my YouTube? Okay, be right back. You be right back. Okay. And, sometimes you're just too busy. You're too busy to be on here sometimes. You gotta wash clothes. You gotta cook. If you're a kid and you're in school, you gotta get home. You gotta do your schoolwork. You gotta eat. If you're into sports, you gotta practice. Sometimes we're just so busy. And that's the best thing to do. That's the best way to be. Just keep busy. Find something to preoccupy your time so that you're not on here so much. What I do is I'm on here, but because I like people, I like certain content creators in certain areas. So I pretty much log in and I let their channel, whatever they're doing at the time, I let it play. If someone's gaming that I like, I watch them. I just let it play. I let it play in a way to support them. But being on here all the time, having something to say all the time, it's like put that energy into something else. And it's not just here, it's social media in general. Social media in general. And you have some people, they're not big on social media. They just kind of sit around. So if you're kind of sitting around, get up and move. Get up and move. Get up and walk. Get up and walk. Come walk and talk with me on my Let's Walk and Talk lives. Whenever I go live, come on over here and walk and talk with me. You can just walk. You don't have to talk. You can walk and talk. You can do both. Whichever one you choose to do, come on over here and do it. Be kind, be respectful to me and to the chat, everyone in the chat, and just talk about the things that you do during the day. That's what I come on here for, is to encourage people to move, exercise in some form, and to just hang out with each other in a good way. Hopefully in a good way. In a good way. Don't come on here to stress out. Don't come on here to cause anybody any stress. I mean, most of us have enough stress outside of social media. Why come on here to stress out? At least try your best not to. Try your best not to. I don't understand the attitudes of people sometimes. They just wild out. They wild out. They come on here and they get their blood pressures up. It's enough in life in general to get your blood pressure up, to get your mental out of check. You want to keep your mental in check. You want to keep your mental in check. I've only been on here 20 minutes. I like to at least do 30. I like to at least do 30. Hey, I have to go. Okay, Preston. Let's look for your tag. Look for the tag when I tag you. You're good. That's okay, Preston. We're busy. We're busy people. We can't be on social media all the time. Preston says, I'm sorry. I appreciate you coming over here and talking to me, supporting me. I appreciate you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Look for your tag. As soon as I get off, I'm going to give you a shout out on my community wall. And if you have anything up, Preston, I'll share it out. So if you have uploaded something, I'll share it out. So we can get you more than 11 subscribers, okay? We want to at least get you up to 50. We want to get you up to 50, at least, so that you can go live or do something. But I'm not sure. I won't say that you can because I'm not absolutely sure. But I thought you could go live now and it didn't matter, but I might be wrong. You might still need 50. So I'll shout you out to see if you can, we can get you up to 50. If you have something to share. Do you have a community wall? Because I know you don't need 100 subscribers. You don't even need 50 subscribers anymore for a community wall. So if you have something on your community wall, I'll check that out. You need ideas for your videos? Okay. When you go into chats of gamers, drop it in the chat that you need some ideas. Wherever you go, it doesn't matter. Wherever you go, drop it in the chat that you need some ideas. If you're a gamer, first of all, see just how much you can do on here. If you have a community wall, use your community wall as much as you can. Use your community wall as much as you can. And do shorts, Preston. Do a lot of shorts. So you don't have a community wall yet. You have to start doing something. Well, I don't know. You don't have to do much because I know a couple of people who, they don't create content. They're just active. They're active and they have community walls and they don't have any subscribers. Like, they don't have any subscribers. And that was funny to me because some people do, they do things and they don't have a community wall yet. So I've seen some content creators who put up videos and they don't have community walls yet. I don't know if it's because they just started or what, but I see some who, they don't do any content, but they've been on here a while and they have community walls. So what I suggest to you is to just, if you don't have a community wall, start to upload shorts and start to upload videos. Like, even if they're just like 3 to 5 minute videos. Your short got see. So that's sometimes, and don't be discouraged, Preston, because sometimes you can have a short to get 1,000 views and no one will subscribe. You just have to keep uploading. Anything that you do as related to gaming, you can upload it as a short. The shorts run from 15 seconds, not minutes, I'm sorry. 15 seconds to 60 seconds. So do a short of anything, anything, even if it's not gaming. If you think it's a good short, that it could, if you see something and you feel like you can make a good short with it, do it. Now, you may think it's going to be a really good short and it may only get like 10 views. Sometimes it's like that. And then sometimes the things that you upload that you don't think will do good, they get you 2,000 or 3,000 or more. They get you 2,000 or 3,000, even more sometimes. So just keep being persistent. Yeah, upload some shorts. Upload what you eat today. Upload anything. But if you really want to stick to gaming, then when you're playing, just upload something. And to be absolutely, positively safe on how you can upload things as it relates to games, you can read up on that from YouTube, or you can, just go into someone's comment section who games a lot and ask them. All right, bye-bye. See you later. Thank you for coming in, Preston. It's like 4 more minutes. That's not long. That's not long at all. If you come across this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hold my doorbell, that YouTube notification bell. Tap it, tap it, tap it, so that you'll be notified the next time I do a Miss Let's Walk and Talk live. And hopefully you'll see my shorts in your feed. You'll see suggested, or you'll see the shorts on the shorts table. Take advantage of this long form streaming through YouTube. Take advantage of it. YouTube wants you to use it. Whether you see a lot of people come through or not, sometimes you may see up like to 100 and you may not get any subscribers. That's okay. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it, because I think that they prefer that you use them, which is totally understandable. They're providing the platform. So use them. Can you use other streaming services or app? Yeah, to come on here, yeah, but use them. Use them. You have that option to use them. The sky is probably, let's see. Yeah. That's the lightness right now. It's so warm today. It's so warm today. And for those of you who are like Preston, you're looking to grow and get more people, hey, look, they'll come. They'll come. Even YouTube tells people to, try to do good things. Try to do things that people like to look at, or say things that people like to hear. And a lot of times, we as people, we always go straight into the negative. Don't always do that. Don't always do that. Where you may think you're doing well, you can do so much better if you steer away from that. Whether it be through your shorts, your uploads, or whatever it is. And the one good piece of advice is stop worrying about everybody else. Like, do your thing, focus on you. And if you have questions, like Preston did, ask questions, but don't make someone else's channel or content your focus. When it says content creators, so many people seem to get that. They seem to be confused by that for some reason. Some of them aren't confused. They just feel like other people's content is what they need to help their channel grow. But a content creator, be prideful on your own content. Be prideful of your own content, whether it's good, bad, boring, exciting, whatever it is. Cooking, cars, do it your way. Because there are niches. Everyone's doing something. And so many people, even though there's millions of people and there are millions of things you can do, everybody's doing something that somebody else is doing. But put your own stamp on it. Put your own stamp on it. Put your own stamp on it. Isn't that the goal? Most times, don't we always say or preach originality? What happened to that? What happened to preaching originality? Is your desire to do a little bit better so much so that you can't focus on originality? That's not good. That's not good. It's just like cakes. You have so many people baking cakes, but you have those who specialize in birthday cakes. You have those who specialize in wedding cakes. They do it their way. And each specialty has people who do it their way. They bring a uniqueness about it. But at the end of the day, yes, they're all baking cakes. But put your touch on it. Put your touch on it. Put your touch on it. People mountain climb. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. You'll have those who will only climb mountains that are so high. And then you'll have those who attempt Mount Everest. Put your own touch on it. That's the key to anything that you do. Putting your own touch on it. That's the key. And don't worry about who's watching it. You just keep focusing on what you're doing, and someone will watch. And if they don't, they just don't. But that's when you decide, how much more do I want to put into this? Do I want more people to watch, or is this just fun for me? And for most people, a lot of people, it's just fun. It's a way to have fun. It's a way to interact, even when no one is watching. Even when no one is watching. Because you can't worry about if people support you or not. People will say they support you, and then you'll see them everywhere else but supporting you. Those kind of things, you can't worry about that. So Preston, if you're still listening, don't really worry about what other people are doing. Not even the people that come into your chat. Because it's like, you never know what someone's doing, and people are busy. But if you're live or you're doing videos, and then you may see them in other places where they connected with that person with you, or they're always doing something, but don't focus on it. I see a lot of people, they'll even say something to you to get you focused on that kind of stuff. Don't focus on it, because then you start to focus on negativity. Some people know exactly what they're doing. People are just people. We're finicky. Sometimes people do things to be ornery. So don't worry about that, because when one or two people do that, 2 or 3 more people will come and happen to come across you. So don't focus on what everybody else is doing. Hey, Sonya. Sonya says, hello, Lions Pride. Don't focus on what everybody else is doing. Even if, it doesn't matter if you're the only one in there, if there are 10 people there with you, if there's 100 people there with you. And don't allow what people think to guide what you do. You know what you want to do, and if you need guidance from someone, you'll be able to choose who you want to be guided by. Choose who you want to guide you. Choose who you want to, link up with, or connect with, or click with, to help you. And make sure that it's someone who seems to have your best interest. There are so many YouTubers who come on every day explaining to content creators how to get more subscribers. That's what they do. That's what their channel is about. They have hundreds and sometimes hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and they're on here to explain to people how to grow their channel, the do's and don'ts. We don't always have time to watch them, but watching them is a good thing. So instead of relying on other people who can later turn around and say you relied on them, or they did this for you, or they did that for you, it's just like in your real life. If someone does something for you and then they have to bring it up in your face, it's like you if you could, you just give it back. Like, you'd rather not have that support or that item or whatever it is, that help. Sometimes certain people can help you and you wish you could just give it back. So the best thing to do, and that's to Preston or to anyone who comes across this replay, is when you're trying to grow your channel, figure out what it is that you want to do. Some people aren't really here to grow channels. They're just here to engage. They're here to engage. But if you are here to grow your channel, or if you decide that you're tired of engaging just by watching and you just truly want to, start your channel, then look at what YouTubers say. Look at what the ones who tell you that's what their channel is dedicated to. Telling you how to grow your channel, telling you what to do, telling you what not to do, telling you the things that worked for them, And you'll know you'll be able to trust them because most likely they're successful. Most likely they're successful. There are so many channels on here. They hold streams, and they sometimes pick out channels. They'll go through their chat, like maybe Monday through Wednesday, and they'll, see who wants help. Sometimes people email them, and maybe on Thursday or Friday, they come on and they'll feature their channel, and they'll explain to them some of the things that they feel like they can do to make their channel better or to help their channel grow. So look at those people, watch those people. Don't necessarily always, look for other content creators for help. You can, and some will sincerely help you, but, do it that way, and you'll probably start to feel a lot better about what you're seeing happen with your channel. And don't worry about what people say, because people don't know your mission and they don't know your goal. And never tell people your mission. Never tell people your goal. That's sad to say that you can't tell people your mission or your goal, but that's just like in real life. You only tell people you trust. You fully trust what your goals are and what your mission is, because oftentimes when people find out what your goals are and what your mission is, they do all they can to try and sabotage that. And it sounds ugly, but that's just the truth. That's just the truth. You can tell a friend that you're going to open a sneaker store, and you can tell them exactly what you've done. And in your head, in your mind, you're thinking, because they've never said anything about that, you're thinking you're going to bring them along with you. And even someday if they get into it like that, then yes, they can open their own sneaker store. But sometimes people can tell others their plans, their missions, everything that they're going to do to try and do something. And the next thing you know, that person is doing it. That person is doing it, and you're still formulating your plan. But sometimes all people need is a nugget. All people need is a nugget. So they grab a hold of your nugget and they run with it. And they don't say anything to you. They don't share it with you the way you shared it with them. And then they have the nerve to think that you're not supposed to feel, a bit perturbed. So always, always, always keep your goals to yourself. Keep your mission to yourself. When it comes to these apps, keep your goals and keep your mission to yourself. Because sometimes people think that they have the right to, and people can do what they want to do, but sometimes people feel like they have the right to kind of just slap you in the face. And you don't think anything about it. That's how they are. That's what they do. Okay, there are pit bulls up there, so I'm not going that way. I'm going to come back this way. They are not on their leashes. And we were just talking about dogs again yesterday. They aren't on their leash. The owner is sitting out there. The owners are sitting out there, but they're not quicker than the dogs. They're not. Hello, E. I'm so glad that, I'm on YouTube. It's StreamYard who still doesn't, sometimes they still don't pick up the emojis. Those new YouTube emojis. But hi, E. How are you? Glad to see you in the live. Preston, Cool Gamer, Sonia, and E, thank you for coming to the live. At first, it seemed like I had been on here like 40 minutes and had only been 20 minutes. Now that it has been 40 minutes and I'm about to go, it doesn't seem like I've been on here that long. I guess because I've gotten a good walk in. So see, even when there's not a lot of people in here, my cool down still goes longer. It still goes longer. It still goes longer than I intend. So now we're walking in the dark. It's nice. I'm starting to get a burning smell though. I'm starting to smell something someone's burning something. I guess they're burning trash or something, but They aren't supposed to be. But leave it to us to always do what we aren't supposed to do, right? We do. People, it's like we like doing things that we aren't supposed to do. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. Even as adults. And you have adults who like, sometimes they're fussing and griping about their kids, and they say, if they're not supposed to do it, that's exactly what they want to do. Well, we were like that as kids too, and we're still like that as adults. A lot of adults do things that they really aren't supposed to do. They like to do the things that they aren't supposed to do. That's not good. That's not good. Yep. They like to do things that they aren't supposed to do. They like to do, I guess, the forbidden. I'll put it like that. If it's forbidden, leave it to people to want to do it. Not everybody, but a lot of people. If something is forbidden, or if someone says no, if they say no, if someone says no, then 9 times out of 10, that's what people want to do, or that's what they will do. They like doing the forbidden. It's been like that since the beginning of time. These notifications are popping up. All kinds of notifications are popping up. So yes, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. Do something positive for yourself. Do something that'll help you grow, help you flourish. Do something nice for someone else. If you get the opportunity to do it, do something nice for someone else. You don't have to really get the opportunity. The opportunity will present itself. And if you can, do something for someone else. Something for someone else could be paying for their breakfast. Pay for someone's breakfast in the morning. If you have change at the drive-thru, leave it for the next car. If you so desire, whatever it is that you can do it for someone else. I almost got through the entire live without loud music. I almost got through the entire live without loud music. People are coming home. People are getting off work. And some people are out just playing with the hot rods. Joshua, what did you eat today? I have no idea what I'm eating today. I have nothing prepared. That's so not cool. So not cool. But of course, as always, I can make a salad. I can make a salad. I can make a salad. And the salad always hits just right. A salad always hits just right. Sonia said, hey, Joshua. Joshua, you popped back. I didn't. Yes, I did. I asked you what you're eating today. What are you eating today, Joshua? Okay, chicken with orange sauce, rice, and carrots. Did you make that, Joshua? It does sound good, Sonia. That does sound good. Joshua, did you make that? Or did someone make it for you? Did you go to the restaurant? That does sound good. I guess I'm gonna have to cook some chicken. I'm gonna have to blacken some chicken on the stove because I want a salad. He says, nope, it was from the cafeteria downstairs at the shelter, Lions Pride. Oh, okay, that sounds good. Joshua, he says it was delicious, Sonya. I bet it was, Joshua. Especially when you don't have to cook it yourself. Most times, most time it's good when you don't have to cook it yourself. But when you don't have to cook it yourself and you get something and it doesn't taste so good, that's the worst feeling. That's the worst feeling. Okay, y'all kind of on the. Sonya made beef and broccoli stir fry. Both of those sound like Asian dishes. So y'all kind of on the same page. At least you guys see, Joshua has already eaten. Sonya has already prepared her food. And I got off and exercised today. And guess what? Didn't take anything out last night. Don't have anything prepared. But like I said the other day, always keep some lettuce on hand, a boiled egg, a few bacon bits, a little bit of cheese, a tomato. Sonya says she's eating now. Sonya, I so wish my food was already ready. But I'm going to go in here and I'm going to jump in the shower, and that's what I'm going to have to do, make a salad. It won't take the chicken. Thank goodness I do have some chicken that's thawed. So I'm going to have to slice it up a little bit, put it in a pan, blacken it a little bit, and throw it over in the salad. I got some romaine lettuce. And I think that's going to be it. But that's enough, though. That's enough. A good, healthy, hearty salad is enough. And you can always make enough to come back and dip back in the bowl. And honestly, thank goodness, I'm not really hungry. I'm not really hungry. So sometimes if you're not hungry, don't eat. That's what the specialists say. If you're not hungry, don't eat. Like, don't force. Now, of course, if you're not fasting or something like that, it's not good to go all day for days without eating. But if you had like a kind of decent breakfast or something, and you skip lunch and then dinner time rolls around and you're not hungry, don't force it. Don't force it. And if it gets a little bit later and you start to get hungry, get you a snack. Get you a snack. Sometimes we make ourselves eat thinking, well, I need to eat. I need to eat because I haven't eaten all day. And that is true. But sometimes it's okay to kind of lay off for a day or so and don't eat as much. Even if it's all day. But if you're fasting, of course, you guys know how to fast, the healthy way. And most of us, pretty much when we start out, we're fasting for a certain time period during the day. So if you're not hungry, don't force it. Make sure you get plenty of fluids. Just make sure you get plenty of fluids. Joshua says, yummy, Sonya. I know, right, Joshua? That sounds good. Your meal sounds good. Sonya's meal sounds good. Sonya said, Friday, I'm making a shrimp boiled with boiled eggs. Oh, okay, Sonya. We got a seafood boil coming up, huh? It'll be Friday before you know it. Joshua says goes with crab, Sonya. I think she's just going to do shrimp and boiled eggs. Joshua. I think it's well, oh my gosh. See, I told y'all people are getting off work. They're playing with their cars. They're having a ball out here. I don't think she's having crabs with it. I think just the shrimp and boiled egg, and that's enough. That sounds good. I have some shrimp too. You know what? That's another thing that's quick to prepare. Shrimp is so quick. It's so quick. Joshua retracted his message. Joshua, you could have left it because she may be having shrimp. She may be having shrimp. No crab, a shrimp boil. So yeah, it's no crab, a shrimp boil. It's so funny when you hear little kids and they want shrimp and it's like you're teaching them how to subject verb agreement, noun, and you're teaching them plural or singular, and they say shrimps, and it's because you've taught them that more than one needs an S, right? But then when they say shrimps, it sounds so funny. And it's like, okay, you gotta let's rewind this back, especially if they're not in school yet, which we all should be teaching them at from birth. But little toddlers like 1 and 2 years old, there's like saying shrimps or look at those fishes or deers. It's like, okay, now we've got to teach them that when it's more than one for some words. Yes. Because Sonya, when I looked at it, when you said a shrimp and boiled eggs, for some reason, when I saw the eggs, my mind went to shrimps with an egg. Knowing that it's not right. I'm like, she means shrimps? I said, no, she means shrimp. Look, as we get older, we gotta remind ourselves, okay? We've got to remind ourselves how it goes. Joshua says, I use shrimp with with fries, and salad sounds good. That does sound good, Joshua. Everything you guys are talking about sounds good. And I got to go in here and make a salad. Hey, Annie. Annie says, good evening, Lions Pride. I finally caught my first live for the year. I appreciate you, Annie. I'm so glad you did, because I've been worried about you. I hope all is well. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Annie. I hope all is well with you and your family. I hope your daughter's still doing great in school. I was starting to get worried. I wasn't seeing you around, and I'm like, what's going on? And I was just talking about that earlier, like how you really don't. I mean, some people maybe they do. You don't really come on to social media to make friends or to, make deep connections, but you come on here to make friendly connections, and the possibility of a good connection is always great. That's everything, especially because sometimes your best friend can be someone you never met in person. But for weeks I've been like, okay, at first I just felt funny, like I'm not seeing somebody as often, and then it dawned on me, like, I haven't seen Annie. I thought of it as like a semester, because I was thinking like school, because I was also going to say check and see how your daughter was doing at school. And I was like, I have not seen Annie. Okay, yes, I just decided to take a break. I don't blame you, Annie. I'm thinking about that too. Sometimes it's just some of the things you see on here. And so I thought about it, and I was like, no, I'm not going to take a break. I'm just going to go into different areas. Oh, thank you, Annie. I definitely missed you. I was like, where is Annie? I was really getting concerned. I really was. Sonya says, hey, Annie. So yeah, guys, we don't always come on here to make connections, whether it's YouTube or some people people who have Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is. You don't always do it. You just come on here to kind of interact with people, hopefully in a good way, a positive way. Not always so much thinking about, becoming friends with people, but sometimes it just happens. Like if it's natural and it just happens, it just happens. So I was like, where's Annie? That's who I'm missing. That's who I have not seen. So I don't blame you, Annie. After seeing some stuff recently and lately, I just feel like I want to take a break as well. But I think what I'm going to do is just take a break from certain places. And then if I still feel the need, just take a break from it altogether. Because this is February, It's Black History Month. But the stuff I've been seeing on here, whew, it's the month for Valentine's Day. Love, the big love day. I haven't been seeing a lot of love at all. And then it's like, this year is a leap year, 29 days in a month, an extra day in the month of February, an extra day in the whole year to do something good. And on some of these apps, there is so much that is good. There is so much that is good, but there's so much that, from what I see, that's just, sometimes it's heartbreaking, it's rude, it's ugly, it's embarrassing. It's just not good. It's not good. And it's not embarrassing for, us per se, but it's just embarrassing how people tend to present themselves sometimes, how they act, the things that they do. And that's not to say that makes me perfect or anyone else perfect. I mean, but you're emotional. You have the right to have certain feelings, and it's just some stuff that's just looking crazy. And I'm just like, I'm thinking like, okay, take a break, or just take a break from certain places. Take a break from certain places. So I totally, totally, totally get it. And I guess we become selfish because when people take a break, we're so used to seeing them. It's a little bit of selfishness, but for me, honestly, it was concern. I was like, "Where is Annie? I haven't seen Annie on here." So now I'm about to say, so when y'all decide to take a break, let somebody know. Let somebody know. But sometimes that defeats kind of the purpose of your break. Sometimes that, letting people know kind of defeats the purpose of your break, honestly. So I truly, truly do understand when people want to take a break, because sometimes we all need to take a break. But I'm so glad you're well. I am. I'm so glad you're well. That made my live. That made this live. And that made this live. I'm so glad you're well. I know, Annie. I was like, y'all gotta tell me. I was about to say Annie, Sonia, Joshua, Cool Gamer, Nicole, whoever comes over here pretty regularly, if you guys decide to take a break, who is it? Watts, Us Decorate, who? Rhonda, Chef Finest Wine, Rock, anybody who comes over here. Look, if you guys want to take a break, let somebody know. Let me know. Okay, let me know. Is that being a little bit selfish? Is that being a little bit selfish or no? I want to know when you guys are taking a break, because I get concerned. If it's been a couple of days, I'm not so much. If it's been like a week, maybe two, not so much. But then if it's been like a month, I'm like, hold on. But you know what, y'all, I had to think about the fact that I think it was towards the end of the year, like in December, maybe even early, maybe in January. I was talking about how people they fast from social media the month of January. So I kind of have to think of it that way too. If it's been, if I haven't seen someone since December, they may be on a fast. So he says, okay, I will let you know. Annie's laughing. Annie, I'm being selfish. Like, the people who I care about, y'all let me know when y'all take a break. I care about everybody, but y'all know what I mean is people that you see often. It's like you don't see them for a few days. It's like, okay, they'll be back. You don't see them for a week. Then you start wondering, did I offend them? And then if you know you really didn't have an interaction to offend them, then you're like, okay, are they okay? It's like, are they okay? Y'all know we was talking about this like last week. Check on your friends. Always check on your friends. Even if it's a friend you've had a tiff with. If you haven't seen them in a while, check on your friends. If they're your true friend, you want to make sure that they're okay. That their emotional, mental, physical well-being, they're okay. If you haven't talked to someone in a while, it doesn't even matter if your last conversation ended in an argument. If you haven't talked to them and you don't know for a fact that they're okay, check on them. And it says, I was off the tube for a month plus. Yes, Annie, and I bet you felt refreshed. When you came back, I bet you were refreshed. You were refreshed. And we were talking about that. When was it? I think it was like in January. I was telling them that I have friends who they fast, and they choose January to do so. New year, new beginnings. And so they don't want to come into January doing the same old thing on social media. And it's not even about what they're doing, because a lot of times people are working through social media, but they don't want to come on. A lot of times there's a lot of junk. There's a lot of junk on social media. There's a lot of mess. And even if you don't, see all that stuff, sometimes you just need a break from it. You just need a break from it. And I do have friends that I was talking about that they fast in January. And as I talked about it, I said, you know what? Sometimes that January is a good time to do it. New year, try to start off a little bit differently. Refresh, regroup, rethink, refocus, resolve, and restart. But then you can do that whenever January is a good month to do it, but any month is a good month to do it. Any month is a good month to do it. If you come into the new year and you're still on social media, things may be going okay. You're not burned out. But then say, April, May rolls around and you're like, you know what? I need a break. So a good 30-day fast from social media is good. It's good. It can be good. Because it's just like a soap opera. When you come back, it's going to be you're going to be able to pick up. It may not be the exact same thing going on, but it'll be a continuation. And it's just like a soap opera. Y'all, how many of you guys who watch soap operas whether it be daytime or nighttime. Daytime comes on Monday through Friday. Nighttime is usually once a week. If you miss it for a month and you tune back in, you pick right back up. And he says, my daughter actually bet me I could not do it. Oh, so I won, and she owes me a gift of my choice. Oh, now that's sweet. That's sweet. See? Now she knows. Don't doubt mama. Don't doubt mama. Don't doubt mama. And see, look, sometimes, Andy, that's what it takes. It takes something like a bet or someone saying, a gentle dare, like something, oh, I bet you can't do it. I bet you won't. I dare you. Sometimes it takes something like that. We know we can do it. We just haven't done it. We even feel like we need to do it. We just haven't done it. And then when that happens, we go ahead and we do it. We go ahead and we do it. And a lot of times, I would even like place a bet with someone. I'm not going to say don't watch it. I won't even bet you that you don't watch it. I would probably say, I got one friend who, she's not really on here a lot, on social media a lot, but she's on there in the fact that she watches, but she doesn't like participate. She doesn't post and all this kind of stuff. So I might say, well, you don't do anything like that anyway, so why? I bet you can't just not watch. Like, don't even watch. Even though you don't really interact, how about not watching? Like, don't watch. I bet you can't do it. And I wonder if she could do it. I think she could. I think most of us are, when we're challenged, when we're given a challenge, we tend to do it when it comes to social media. If someone challenges us, if you can't if you can't participate in a challenge and win that challenge, then that means you're either addicted or you're close to it. You're addicted or you're close to it. So now you have a gift of your choice coming. And that's good. See, that's good. That's great. So again, now I'm happy. I'm happier. See, I was about to get off. So I'm happy I stayed on. I hung around for a little bit. I was done cooling down. You can do it, Sonya. Yeah, I think everybody in this chat could do it. I really, really do. I think everybody in this chat could do it. Because I would even, if I were to bet someone or challenge someone, I wouldn't even say like starting today. I would let them do it. Because sometimes people do have to get something out of their system. Like if they say, well, give me the rest of this week, and next week I will be off of here for a whole week. I'll do that. I would do that. Or if they say, well, give me a couple of days and I'll be off here for a month. Because, they may want to let people know that, hey, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm just going to be off for a month. And then sometimes it's best to do it like Annie did. Like, just take your break. Just take your break. Annie says it was a little bit harder than I thought, though. I bet it was. I bet it was. Because I'm saying that. I'm saying I think we could do it. But I do think it would be kind of hard for some of us. But what we do then is we find us another hobby or something. We find something else to do that, that may even be better. We could find something else to do that might even be better. But I think we could do it. Yeah, I never did go get my second pair of shoes, and now I'm starting to feel like these are wearing out, because I've been like, not just on here when I walk in the evenings, I wear these shoes while I'm exercising, when I do my walks, and my walks are long, and they're still good. The heel and everything is good. But I just thought about it today. I never did get my other pair of shoes, and it's because I was looking for a pair of New Balance. I was looking for a pair of New Balance, and I just couldn't find the right ones at the time. Y'all know I looked for those shoes for like a couple of weeks. And so after I got these and they felt so good, I just stopped looking for the New Balance. So I do have to get me, I'm going to be right back at square one, needing 2 pair of new shoes. I'm going to be right back at square one, needing 2 pair of new shoes. And I was real careful with the New Balance that I picked because, like I said earlier, I think in the effort to keep up with other shoe brands, New Balance shoes, they're starting to make them more flashy. More flashy instead of more athletic. Sonya, I forgot all about it. It's like these were so good. I just forgot about it, because I would go into shoe stores and I'm real picky, and I'm like, this is a problem I haven't had before. Usually when you go into a shoe store, you can find a good solid pair of New Balance. And I saw some that were okay, but I didn't see any of the old school traditional ones. Like, I'm like, what's going on? Are you guys not making the the old school, that good old thick heel. And it doesn't have to be the prettiest shoe, like white and gray, mostly gray and white, maybe sometimes black and gray, black and white, something like that. I wasn't able to find just a good because the last pair I had were a gray pair. They were gray on gray, and they were the good old traditional solid New Balance, and I was not able to. So after a few weeks, probably after a month or so, I stopped looking, and these were okay. And now I'm like, it seems like when I do see New Balance, they're kind of being competitive, like in the cute the cute department. They want to be cute. And when I try them on, they're not. I don't get the same feel. So New Balance, if you're listening, please, what's going on? Let me know. Do I have to order online? Do I have to order from the company online? Because what you guys have been putting in the department stores and in the shoe stores lately, that's not you, New Balance. That's not you. And it's so funny because they email me like, we would like to do a collaboration with you because you're walking. And I'm like, you can tell when it's not a real email, when it's not a legit collaboration offer. And I'm like, okay, this is not, who has it? People, I have gotten some legitimate offers as far as like tennis shoes and stuff. But the one I got from New Balance, it wasn't real. I know, Sonya, that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to order online. And I hate ordering online. I'm not going to even lie to you. I hate it. My mother loved it. My kids, they love it. I like going inside of a brick and mortar. I like going into the store. I like going inside of the four-wall building. And I like to try my clothes on. I like to try my tennis shoes on. Now, what I will say about ordering clothes, usually when you order, at least nobody else has tried them on. Hopefully, no one else has tried them on. You never know. But they get them so nice and neat in those packages. I'm hoping no one else has tried them on. Now, I'm sure that there are cases where they get returns. And if those items are returned, I'm sure they find a way to press and seal those packages and resend them out to somebody else, because somebody may have simply gotten the wrong size. So I'm sure that happens too. But yes, Sonya, I think you're right. I'm just going to have to order. I'm going to have to order. Yeah, I'm looking because I saw an opossum. I saw an opossum the other night. He went across the street away from the direction I was headed. So after I saw the opossum, I saw a cat come from the direction that the opossum went. And I'm like, okay, I'm glad they didn't meet up, because I don't think that would have been cute. Sonya says, we are opposite. I ordered mostly everything online from the same stores. Really? My sister, she used to, she got to a point where she was ordering a lot online. Like my mom orders a lot online. She ordered a lot on. I'm like, people, and I never thought my mom, she was the type to go to the store. But I think she adapted to ordering online, because when she would go to the store, she wouldn't try her clothes on. She would just buy them. And if they didn't fit, guess what? We're headed back to the store. Annie says, I like the convenience of online, but prefer going in. Yeah, that's how I am, Annie. I do like the convenience, and I'm trying to get myself into doing it more. But it's just something. It's kind of like when I talk to you guys about paying my bills. I prefer to go inside. I don't like paying bills online. Some bills I have to pay online, but I really do prefer to go inside to pay my bills. That's how I am with my clothing. I prefer to go into the store. I will order online, but I'm not near as good at it as the rest of my family. Like, they love it. My kids love it. My sister, she did both. But she was more online than I was. She would order more so offline than I would. My mother, she loved it. And like I said, my mother, she probably loved it, because when we go to the store, she's not going to try her clothes on anyway. She takes them home. And we get home and she tries them on at her convenience. And if they fit, fine. If they don't, we're headed back to the store. And what do you do as mom? You got to go back. Like, you can't, like when it's your kids, if your kids don't like to try on clothes, you can kind of say, you're going to try these clothes on. That's it. That's all. But you can't do that with mom. You can't do that with mom and dad. It's like, no, you cannot make them do what they don't want to do. And you can't do that with adult kids either. If you're the type of parent that you shot with your adult kids, and you're like, okay, why not try that on so you won't get home? And if it doesn't fit, you're going to have to come all the way back. They're like, I don't care. I'll just come back. I'll stop back on my way to somewhere else, or I'll just make a day and come back. You cannot make them do what you want them to do. You can't. I wish you could. But then, hey, how would I feel if they tried to make me do things I didn't want to do? See, we always have to think of things as the way we would have them. I'm sitting here saying, I wish I could make my mom try her clothes on. I wish I could make my kids try their clothes on. And I can't. But how would I feel if they tried to make me do something I don't want to do? We need this. Look, some of us are so selfish. We're selfish. So I'm like, okay. I would say, Mom, if that doesn't fit, we got to go back. Like, we got to. She was like, we probably going back sometime soon anyway. Or she'll be like, my mom would be like, I'm not trying these clothes on. I'm going to buy them. I know what fits me. That's what she would always say. I know what fits me. And she said, if it happens not to fit, we'll just bring it back. So when she's saying we'll bring it back, y'all, that means we, exactly what she said, we'll bring it back. It may even mean you'll take it back. It may even mean you will take it back. But hey, when it's mom and when it's dad, you got to do what you got to do. Whether you want to or not, you got to do what you got to do. You don't have that level of control that you may have when it's your kids. You don't have that level of control that you may have when it's your kids. And when your kids get a certain age, you lose that control too. You lose that control too, to a degree. That's like me. If she said I was going to take it back, yeah, I was going to take it back. So I didn't have to take it back, but what am I going to do? What am I going to do? That's mama. You're going to take it back. And look, y'all, even if you don't want to, if you kind of take your time about it, you start to feel bad. You start to feel bad. So even though you might lose total control of your kids, guess what? They're going to have that same feeling we have. Well, that's mama. Let me go ahead and do it. Annie, Sonya's Annie laughing. Yeah, Annie, it's like, you're going to do it. Either, like she said, we will take it back. In some cases, you, as in me, I'll take it back. Whether it means getting the next size up, the next size down, or a refund. You just got to do it. So it's like you, as a parent, you lose the control as they become older and they become adults. But you get a little bit of it back because that guilt factor kicks in. Because they know they don't have to do it anymore. They don't have to do exactly what you say or when you say. But if you start to kind of pout, it's almost like the roles reverse. If you kind of pout a little bit or you kind of just make it known that it's expected, they go ahead and do it. They go ahead and do it. It's like the roles become reversed. The parent becomes the child and the child becomes the parent. But that's how it is sometimes. The roles become reversed. I have enjoyed talking to you guys. There are so many street lights on. So I feel good about looking out for the opossum. Because I don't know where he went, y'all. I don't know where he went. Because, opossums, those things are tough. And I think if you get a full-grown possum and a full-grown raccoon, it used to be a time where I thought the raccoon would win, but I don't know. I don't know. These opossums aren't anything to play with. You can't play with opossums. Oh my gosh, and they're so ugly. I hate to say it, but they are so ugly. Oh my gosh, they're so ugly. They're so ugly. So they're nothing to play with. So that night I saw one cross the street and I saw the cat come from the direction that the possum went in. I was like, okay, maybe they just didn't cross paths. Maybe they just didn't cross paths. But on that note, y'all know what time it is. I wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. Thank you, Annie, for showing up. I appreciate you for coming back into the live. You made my live. I appreciate it. Peace, positivity, and prosperity. Don't let bothered people bother you. And don't leave any area with more stress than you went in with. I appreciate y'all. And I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live. Bye, y'all.